Hi everybody, welcome to Live Blogger. In this tutorial series, we are building this fitness homepage using Next.js. And in the previous video, we designed this testimonial section. Now in this video, we will design this plan section or the pricing section. So let's get started. So here I am in my source code. So let's go ahead and first of all create a new component called pricing. Let's type pricing.tsx, and as always, let's type export default function pricing, and let's go ahead and return a section. Let's type pricing over here. Let's go back to our page.tsx file, and here let's add the pricing component. So let's type pricing. Let's import it from components pricing. Now if you go back here, we can see we have the pricing text displayed over here. Now, as we did for the other components like the testimonials and also the programs, let's go ahead and add all these details of the pricing to the constants file. So if you go back to our project, if you go to lib constants, we can see that we have added some of these details over here. We have nav items and also programs, and then we have testimonials. So now let's also add the details of the plans. So let's type export const. Let's call it plans, and let's say equal to an array of objects. Now in this array, we need to have all these details over here. So first of all, we need to have the name. So let's type name, and we need to add the name of the plan. So it is basic. Then we need to have the price. So let's type price, and let's set the price to a number. Let's type 29, and then we have the period. So let's type period. Let's set it to month. And then we have the description. So let's copy this and let's type description. Let's paste it over here. And then we need to have the features. So these are all the features. So let's type features and let's add an array. And in the array, we will add all the features. So first of all, we have gym access. Let's copy this and paste it over here. And let's add a comma. Let's add the other features. So let's copy this and paste it over here. And let's do the same thing for all the other features. So with that, we have added all the features, and then we need to add this text. So let's type CTA, and we should have the text called join now. And then lastly, we will have one more field called popular. So if it is popular, we will have a different styling. So for that, let's go ahead and type popular. Let's set it to false for this plan. And the same way, we need to add all the other plans. So we have two more plans over here. This one is popular, and we have other details over here. So I'll just go ahead and quickly add those plans over here, and then we'll continue. So here I have added all these plans and all the details. Now let's go to our pricing component, and let's start creating this. The first thing we will do is we'll copy the heading from the other section. So let's copy this section over here. So this is the why choosers section. So I'll just copy the heading and the subheading because we have the same styling. So let's copy this and let's copy it till here. And let's paste it inside the pricing component. And we need to close this div and also the section. And we also need to import motion. So let's type import asterisk as motion from motion / React client. And let's go ahead and change the text. So here we have affordable plans for everyone. So I'll just type affordable over here. And I'll just add plans inside the red text. And let's add for everyone over here. And let's go and copy this paragraph and let's add it right here. And if you go back to our website, here we can see that we have the correct heading for our section. Right now, let's go ahead and loop through all the plans and let's display the plans over here. So let's go outside this div. Let's create a comment. I'll just type plans. And here let's create a div. Let's add some classes. So let's type class name, display of grid. Grid calls to 1 for smaller screens, and for medium and larger, let's type grid calls to 3. Let's add a gap of 8. And let's go ahead and type curly braces plans. So let's import it from lib constants. And let's type dot map. And for each of the plan, I'll just call it plan. And let's also access the index. And here just return a motion.dev. So let's type motion.dev. And in this, let's add the key. So let's type key equals plan.name. So here we can see we have all these details. We have the name, which is a unique value. So we will add that as the key. Now for each of these plans, we will use the card inside ShadCN. So let's type card and let's import it from UI card. And in this card, we will have a card header. So this also comes with the ShadCN component. And the card header, we need to have an S3, and here we need to add the plan.name. So if you go back, here we can see that the names of all these plans are displayed over here. And let's also add a paragraph, and here let's add plan.description. And then let's add the price. So for the price, we need to have the price over here. Before that, we need to have a dollar symbol, and on the right side, we need to have the period with this /. So let's go back and let's type div, and this div we will have a span, and here let's type dollar symbol, curly braces, plan.price. So here we can see the price is being displayed, and let's create another span over here, and here let's type dollar symbol, curly braces, and here let's type / plan.period. So now we can see that the pricing is displayed correctly. And after that, let's use the card content for all these features. So let's type card content, and in this we'll create a UL, and in the UL we will display all these features as list items. So let's type curly braces, let's type plan.features, and we will map through all the features. So let's type map. So here we can see we have this features array, so we are accessing this. So let's type feature for each of the individual features, and let's just return an li, and for the key I'll just type feature, and here I'll just type feature. So this will display the feature. So if you go back, here we can see all the features are displayed over here. And then we need to have this button. So let's create a button component. So let's import it from UI button, and here let's add the text plan.cta. So here we can see we have this join now button. Now for the popular button, we need to have this color, and for all the other buttons, we need to have this black color. So we will do that later. Before that, let's add this last thing over here, which is this paragraph. So let's copy this. Let's go back over here, and let's go outside this div, which contains all the plans. And here let's create a motion.dev. And here let's create a paragraph. Let's paste the text over here. And now if you go back, here we can see we have the text displayed. So with that, we have added all the content. Now let's go ahead and add the styles. So let's go back and let's start with the heading, which is the S3. So let's type class name. Let's type text to Excel, font bold, font heading for the Oswald font, and text color to foreground, margin bottom of 2. So this is the heading. Now here we can see we also have this different styling for the most popular plan. So we will add the most popular tag over here before the heading. So let's go outside this card header, and inside the card, I'll just go ahead and create curly braces, and let's type plan.popular. So we'll check whether plan is popular, and let's type ampersand. And if this plan is popular, then only will this code be executed. Now for displaying this, we will use a badge inside ShadCN. So let's go ahead and install it. So I'll just type npx ShadCN at latest add badge. And here we can see that the badge was added. So let's go back over here and let's use the badge. So let's type badge, and let's import it from UI badge. Here let's go ahead and type most popular. Let's add some styles over here as well. So let's type class name, and we will set it to position of absolute. And for that, let's set the position of the main division, which is this division, to relative. So here I'll just type class name relative, and here for this badge, let's type absolute. Let's type minus top 3 for the position of the top, and for the left, let's type left half, and to bring it to the exact center, let's type translate x half, and let's set the color to BG primary. Let's set the text color to primary foreground. Let's type padding left and right of 6, padding top and bottom of 1. So this is how it looks. Now when the plan is popular, we also need to add a red border. So this is how it looks. For that, let's go ahead and go to the card, and for the card, let's add class name, and here let's add curly braces. Let's type backticks, and here let's type dollar symbol, curly braces, plan.popular. So if the plan is popular, let's add a question mark. So if the plan is popular, then we'll just go ahead and type border color to primary and border width to 2. And let's also type ring 1. So here we can see these are the styles that it adds. And let's also type ring primary 20 for the opacity. And here let's add colon and let's type blank. So when the plan is not popular, we won't add this border. So now if you go back, here we can see we have this border for the popular plan, and we also have this badge. Now all this text should be centered. So let's go to the card header. So this is the card header. Let's type class name and let's set it to text center and padding of 8 and padding bottom of 0. Right now let's add the styles for the paragraph. So here let's type class name, text color to muted foreground, margin bottom of 4. And then let's style this pricing. So here let's type for the span, class name, text 5XL, font black for the font weight, font heading, and text foreground for the color. And for this text, which is this span right here, so let's type class name, text to muted foreground, margin left of 1. Right now let's add the styles for these features. So here inside the card content we have the UL. So let's type class name for the UL. Let's type space Y4 for the spacing between the elements. Let's type margin bottom of 8. And we need to add a check icon before each of these features. So here inside the list item before the feature, let's go ahead and type check. Let's import it from Lucide React. And here let's type class name, width of 5, height of 5, margin right of 3, text green 500. And we'll just add the features inside a span. And for the span, let's add some classes. So let's type class name, text color to muted foreground. Now we need to have the icon and the text one next to the other. So for the li, let's type class name, display of flex items center. Right now let's style the button. So for the popular button, we need to have this red color, and for all the other buttons, we need to have the default black color. So let's go back, and here for the button, let's type class name and let's add curly braces for conditional styling. And here let's type backticks. Let's type width of full, padding top and bottom of 3, text to large, font semi bold, transition of colors, and duration of 300 for the transition. And then let's type $symbol curly braces, plan.popular. So if the plan is popular, then we'll just go ahead and type bg primary. When you hover over this, we'll just type bg primary 90 for the opacity. And let's type text primary foreground. And let's add a colon for the else. And here let's type bg secondary. And when you hover over this, let's type bg primary. Let's type text primary foreground. So now if you go back here, we can see that we have different color for the popular plan and we have other color for the other buttons, but we cannot see the text of the button, and the color is also not correct. So for that, let's go back to our globals.css file, and here we need to make some changes to these variables. So here we are using the secondary color. So let's change the color of the secondary. So here in the root, here we have the secondary color. So let's change the value of this. Let's type 0.2103, 0.0318, and 264.7. So this is the secondary color. Let's scroll down and let's take a look at the dark version. So here we have the dark mode, and I think this color is fine. So now let's go back, and here we can see now we have the correct color for the buttons. Right now let's bring this text to the center. So let's go back, and here for this motion.dev, let's add some classes. So let's type class name, text center, margin top of 12. So this is how it looks. And for the color of the text, I'll just type class name, text muted foreground. Right now the last thing we need to do is add the animation. So let's scroll up and let's copy this from here for the animation. Let's scroll down and let's add it to this motion.dev, and let's make some changes. So opacity 0, let's set the Y to 24, let's set the scale to 0.95, and while in view opacity 0, Y 0, and scale 1. And for the transition, let's set it to 0.6 for the duration, ease out, and I think everything looks alright. For the delay, I'll just multiply the value of this index. So let's type 0.1 times I. So now if you go back, if you reload this page, this is how the animation looks. Let's change the scale to 0.98. Let's see how it looks. I think that looks all right. Let's add the animation for this text as well. So let's scroll down and let's paste it over here. Let's remove the y value from here and also in the while in view. Everything else should be all right. Let's save this. Let's reload, and everything looks all right. So with that, we have styled our pricing section of our website, and let's check out whether this is responsive. So let's reduce the width of the browser window, and on smaller screens, this is how it looks. So everything is displayed correctly. Alright, so that's basically it for this video. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comments below. And if you like this video, please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel to get the latest video updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.